Welcome everybody to Wisdom Wednesday and Happy New Year! I can't believe it is January. Oh my goodness. I hope that you all had an amazing holiday season and that you are ready to rock 2024. Feels really weird to say 2024 already. If you didn't see it, I did send out the new Power of One email just yesterday. So if you have any questions about that, shoot me over a message and I can definitely explain scoring and how everything works. Since it is the new year, I would highly recommend checking out your Power of One score and seeing where you want to shift for the new year. So do you want to receive more referrals? Because if you do, then you want to make sure that you're giving more referrals, because the more you give, the more you're going to receive. It's all about that giver's gain, right? So you want to make sure, because the Power of One is the best way to set goals for yourself, because it's not saying someone is good or bad, it's just showing the activity level of every member. And if you want to receive more out of BNI, you want to make sure that you're contributing more to BNI. So the very first thing is attendance. Starting strong with attendance, guys. That Power of One report is a 6-month average. As a reminder, if you have a substitute, it is half points on the attendance scale. If you have medical leave, it does not affect your attendance score at all. And then, of course, if you're absent, it will give you 0 points on the Power of One for the attendance. So always make sure that you are represented within your chapter meetings by at least having a substitute in your place, and a good substitute at that, because of course the best person to represent your business is yourself. But if you can't make it, life happens, things come up, people go on vacations, you want to make sure that you have a qualified substitute in your place so that way you're building positive visibility while you're not there. So, and then the last piece of the attendance is if you were late to a meeting. So the attendance policy, and one of the policies for BNI, it states that you have to show up when the meeting begins and stay till the end. So if you are marked as an L, that means that you either showed up after open networking started or left before the meeting ended. So we want to make sure that we're always getting there before open networking starts, because that is one of the most important pieces of the meeting. That's when visitors are showing up. You want to make sure that you're there to build visibility with the visitors, follow up with the members from previous week's activities. So you want to make sure that you're there for open networking. The open networking isn't the opportunity to just show up when you can make it. That 15 minutes of open networking is part of the 90-minute BNI agenda. Now, if your chapter is a larger size, those meetings are a little bit longer. So whatever the scheduled meeting time is for your meeting, you want to make sure that you're there for the entirety of the whole meeting to maximize on your BNI membership. If you show up late to a meeting or you leave early, that's not building that positive visibility for you within your chapter. Now, using the Power of One report is great for the participation goals. Now, there is also profitability goals within BNI as well. So there's both sides of the coin, participation and profitability. So as we start the new year, really look at what you earned over this last year for 2023 and see where you want to go for 2024 and determine how many referrals that you would specifically need to beat your 2023 goals. Because you want to make sure that you're sharing that information with your fellow members on your goals, and make sure that you're sharing specifics, because if it's a certain amount of dollar amount of business or total number of new clients, whatever that looks like for you in your business, you want to make sure you're sharing that information, whether it's inside your chapter meeting during your 30 to 60 second presentations or during your one-to-ones. So one of the great things and tools that you can use during one-to-ones is the gains form. And that first piece of the gains form is talking about your goals. So don't just say, oh, I'm looking to grow my business in 2024. You want to be more specific in what those goals look like. That way your fellow members can help you meet and exceed those goals for 2024. So It's all about the goals this week. So making sure you're reviewing your Power of One. Again, that Power of One is a 6-month snapshot. It's not just a month activity, it's a whole 6 months. So where do you want to go in the next 6 months, right? So when you're increasing your score on the Power of One, you got to do it in stages. It doesn't just happen overnight. You going from, like, if you're towards the bottom of the Power One, you want your goal is to be in the green. That's amazing. Baby steps, little steps, just working on each little item, whether it's more chapter education units or making sure that you have more one-to-ones. Make sure you're logging the stuff. Because I think a lot of members actually have all the activity, they just don't remember to log it. In addition to CEUs, you guys, if I see zeros on chapter education units and you're watching this video, I know that you're just missing logging it. So make sure that you're logging all of these amazing CEUs from the Wisdom Wednesday videos. This is why I've created them probably over 5 years ago. I've been doing them every week for 5 years, all around making sure that members get their one chapter education unit per week that goes towards the Power of One. So if you have any questions about goals or how to maximize your business within BNI or what kind of power partners you should be looking at, make sure to message me, reach out to me. And if you have any ideas or topics that you would love to learn about for the new year, go ahead and shoot me over an email. I am creating our new 2024 Wisdom Wednesday education list, so I'd be happy to add additional topics to that list. So if you have anything that you are dying to learn about or you have questions on, because if you have questions on it, most likely someone else does as well. So just shoot me a message with your questions and I'll make sure to include it in a future Wisdom Wednesday for everybody. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the very first 2024 edition of Wisdom Wednesday. Again, Happy New Year, and if you need anything, let me know. Have a great day, guys, and remember to record one chapter education unit for watching. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.